Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Music Mondays. Hope you're well, hope you're chilling, and welcome to episode 84. What's poppin'? How we doing? What the fuck is cracking, man? Last week of August, big week for Music Mondays. Lots going down. Let's talk about it. So, updates. Let's talk updates. Episode 83 of the Music Mondays podcast is available on all audio platforms and wherever you watch the Music Mondays podcast. YouTube, pretty much everywhere. All audio platforms. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You guys know the drill. Shout out to anybody that is currently running up our Spotify and other platforms. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so if you missed episode 83, make sure you go check that out. It's a real good one. Lots of good rants in there. I reacted to the first episode of Music Mondays. Lots of good stuff on there. Underground Classics Volume 2 is live on our SoundCloud. If you missed Underground Classics Volume 1 and have no idea what that playlist is, that is a monthly curated playlist by the Music Monday staff team. A member of the Music Monday staff team curates a playlist based on tracks that they sort of got exposed to the underground with, tracks that influenced them, tracks that they really give a fuck about. It's a really good way to remind people of, the core of this shit, right? The real founding fathers, especially Volume 2 men, because, Freon, our staff team curator, curated this volume, and some of the tracks on there even hit me, and I was like, holy shit, there's some, real classic shit on there, like some old Xavier Wolf. There's some Bones on there. You got Denzel Curry, Kevin Polari, a lot of really good, just people that paved the way, and they're really cool playlists to just either discover new music, listen to throwbacks, and really remind yourself of why the underground is even here in the first place. And I'm not talking about the underground in the term of unknown rappers. I'm talking about the underground community, the underground scene. So definitely go check out Underground Classics Volume 2. Great playlist, a great concept. Those will be coming out monthly as well, so expect Volume 3 in September. I enjoy those. So go show that some love, man. Brand new article is live on allmusicmondays.com. I just wrote a short piece on Cyberfest, uploaded the set list, things like that. Really wanted to give you guys really an overview, right, of what concepts like Cyberfest really are, and what Cyberfest is really about. URL shows in general are very foreign to some people, and this brand new article really goes over a lot of those things, right? They really go over just how the idea came to life, what it means in 2022, and what Cyberfest is all about. So go check that out. It's a really, really good read. I really enjoy writing short pieces like that. Because as many of you know, I'm originally a writer that mainly does interviews, right? I work with another artist most of the time. I was never really like a review newsletter guy, but over the years, I've just developed sort of a method for writing that way. So I enjoy pieces like that. So definitely go check that out on allmusicmondays.com. Lots of good interviews on there as well. Lots of good reviews. Shout out Raylo. Shout out everybody else who has submitted work to Music Mondays. And we're also looking for writers always. So if you're interested in joining the Music Monday staff team as a curator, a writer, designer, or anybody else that really believes that they have something to contribute to Music Mondays and what our journey is and really what Music Mondays means. So if you feel like you deserve a slot on the staff team, make sure you send me a DM, send us an email, submissions.musicmondays@gmail.com. However you can contact us, make sure you send us a resume, an email, things like that. Always looking for really, really passionate staff members. So make sure you hit us up. And last but not least, SoundCloud Sunday, volume 45 is live on our SoundCloud. Me and Tone Deaf actually curated this one this week. Pretty much all the latest and greatest underground tracks. Lots of unheard of artists, lots of really, really great undiscovered artists. That's our premier playlist to really put on for the underground and really give you the latest tracks every single week. We're 45 volumes in, and SoundCloud Sunday is another project that I'm really passionate about. I love SoundCloud Sunday, so go show that some love. Go show these artists some love if you fuck with them, and go run on volume 45. So you guys know the drill, man. That's what's up for content. Lots of good stuff going on content-wise, for real. So before we get into reviews and things like that, let's talk Cyberfest. This Friday, Music Monday's first virtual URL show will be live in the Music Mondays Discord. It'll be streamed here live on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/ZomPlays, the home of the Music Mondays podcast. Yeah, so make sure you get fucking involved, man. It's gonna be a really good time. I'm going to be handling all the back end of things. We're gonna have a couple DJs, things like that. I have a lot of plans that I still need to flesh out for the week, but the server's ready. Everybody else is ready. It's going to be a really, really good time. We have a great list of performers. We have a great list of people that are involved on the back end of Cyberfest. And it's really a concept that I'm excited about, man. This won't be the last Cyberfest, but it'll be the first. And it's really a concept that, really helps showcase a bunch of artists and bring people together on a much easier scale, and really helps people network and really just shows off a lot of the talent that's out here, man. So if you're interested and you're not busy on Friday and you want to get involved in Cyberfest, make sure you join the Music Mondays Discord. Links will be down below on YouTube. You can do !MM in the chat, and you'll be able to find links to all of Music Mondays social media, things like that, links to our Discord. And of course, if you don't have Discord, maybe you want to watch the live stream, feel free to tune in here live Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/ZomPlays. The home of the Music Mondays podcast will be live streaming the show as well. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a really, really fucking great time. So expect a huge party Friday. Expect a lot of people to turn up and expect a really good time, man. So if you're interested, join the Discord. Show these artists some love. And of course, everything will be linked down below if you're interested in flyers and things like that. And of course, make sure you follow at All Music Mondays on all social media for the latest updates on Cyberfest and much more. So let's get it, Chad. This Friday, man. This fucking Friday, dude. I still have, a couple of things that I wanted to flesh out, like I said. But we're pretty much like 75% ready for Cyberfest, man. Basically, I spoke a little bit about what Cyberfest is, and really uh, how Music Mondays will be creating a concept like this and bringing an event like this to life. So definitely go check out our latest YouTube video as well. Lots of really cool stuff on there besides that. But I spoke a little bit about Cyberfest, not last week, maybe the week before that. But that snippet's on our YouTube live now as well. And huge shout out to the Music Mondays community and anybody else who is supporting the Music Mondays YouTube channel. I think I mentioned it last week, but I'll mention it again. We actually did hit 60 subscribers on the Music Mondays YouTube channel, so huge shout out to you guys, man. Thank you for the love on the channel. Thank you for supporting these artists that we support. And expect a lot more on the YouTube channel, man. Exclusive content, posted music videos, exclusive tracks, Music Mondays podcast full episodes, feature Fridays, workshop Wednesdays, a whole lot of great stuff on our YouTube channel, man. So make sure you go check that out if you haven't already. And we're pushing to 70 subscribers. So huge shout out to you guys, man. So let's get right into it, man. Let's talk business. Let's talk reviews. Now, before we actually get into reviews, I had a really interesting kind of topic that's sort of like long-winded, but we can talk about it next week. Just really a concept that is like um more so the social media etiquette conversation we had like last week. I thought of another subject that I think would be really, really good to touch on. So expect that next week. We have a lot of like just insane shit coming this week, so we'll just hop right into reviews, and then next week we'll have another great debate for sure. So, you guys know the motherfucking drill, but if you don't and you're new here, this is how you submit to the Music Mondays podcast, man. So, every week following Music Mondays podcast, these tweets will go live. We basically curate through Twitter for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons being that it's a lot easier for us to gather links and find all of our submissions in one place. We don't have to go to emails, DMs, things like that. Twitter's a really, really easy place for us to have all that in one spot. Keeps the show free flow, and really keeps the show efficient. Now, the only thing that we do ask of you is that you follow the Music Mondays homepage on Twitter before you submit, because that not only helps grow our platform, but it helps support the artists that are already following Music Mondays and helps show them some love as well. So that's all we ask, of course. Money's never really a topic of discussion here at Music Mondays. If you ever feel like you want to support Music Mondays in a bigger way, feel free to support our Twitch channel. Go stream the podcast on any streaming platform. That's all we ask. So we'll never take your money for a submission, an article, an interview, a music video host, a song host, anything like that. We don't charge for any of those things. Just feel free to submit if you're interested in any of that. But like I said, the only thing that we do ask is that you follow the Music Mondays homepage. So when it comes to curating submissions for the podcast, like I said, following the show every Tuesday, submissions will go live. And they are in the same format every week, and they read artists and creatives. Submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays, live on 8/29/22 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/onplays, which is here and now. So, like I always say, contrary to our name, we have reviewed and reacted to pretty much everything from instrumentals, vocals, digital art, real art, YouTube edits, literally everything you can think of that is independent art. We've reviewed and reacted to it here on Music Mondays. So feel free to submit your work if you're interested in getting showcased, if you want to spread your art, um, and essentially just drop your links below. And like I always say, tweets will be live every Tuesday. And like I already said, the only thing that we really ask of you guys is that you're following the Music Mondays homepage on Twitter if you're ever interested in submitting to the podcast. And of course, podcast submissions close every week. About an hour or so before the show goes live. So, basically you have roughly over like 6 days or so to really get your submissions in. So, truly that's a plenty of time, but just keep that in mind if you're ever interested in submitting to the Music Mondays podcast. Submissions close about an hour or so before the show. So, you guys know what fucking time it is. Now, Absolno, this is hilarious. Before we get to our first submission, Absolno was absolutely comedy. They submitted 3 tracks, and every day I think Absolno changed it. It was like August 23rd and then 26th, and then the last one was like the 27th. And he's like, "I'm indecisive as fuck. My bad." So I'm excited to get into those. I'm excited to see what Absolno has for us. But first things first. I believe we've reviewed this artist before on the show. I'm not sure though. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. But this artist submitted a track titled "I'm Not Your Angel." Let's pop this open and see what Lil Sticks is all about. I believe we have reviewed them. I believe so. It's definitely been a minute though. Maybe some months. So this is almost like a fucking, first time submission, and we get to see what this artist has been up to. So I'm excited, man. I'm interested. Let's get into this. Lil Sticks, I'm Not Your Angel. Let's go.
I think I'm tripping, don't know what I'm sipping. Is it me or the liquor? Is that your nigga? Cause for real I don't remember. I think I'm seeing symbols. Why these niggas acting simple? They better concentrate on they own plate. Cause I'm not gonna be the one to save you. I'm not your angel, I'm not your angel, but I'm disdainful. Just hit a stain to clean his head like shampoo. They cannot handle these niggas damsels. They can't be rescued. These niggas getting canceled and they getting handled. Use the blood for samples. You wanna lose your life? Well, go ahead and gamble.
Tough. Really tough. I fuck with that. Short and sweet to the point, man. Because I noticed the 116 afterwards, and I was like, this is gonna be interesting. But let's break this down, man. So we're gonna talk about 3 things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of "I'm Not Your Angel." So right off rip, I feel like this instrumental was really on some dark shit. Like truly on some dark shit, but the 808s really made it a different kind of vibe. Almost a bit grittier than like darker. So I feel like it was a good mix of like really alternative dark trap kind of instrumental style. But mix was solid. Shining star for me, definitely the 808s. Drums were simple, but really effective. Sound selection was great. definitely kept in line with that whole like dark feeling. I like this instrumental choice a lot, especially for a minute 16. You know what I mean? It's really got to make an impact, and I think it definitely did that. Let's talk about vocals now. So, vocals here, I'm a huge fan of. I feel like this is really one of those tracks where, you know, it's like, yeah, the beat's hard, but like the vocals are definitely harder. Especially with a flow like this. I feel like a flow like this really had to be done on this track for it to be like, um, sort of like ear catching, I guess. You know what I mean? I feel like the flow was really, really, had like a bit of like attitude and swag to it. You know what I mean? It definitely had a little bit of attitude to it. And I fuck with that, you know what I mean? Because it shows emotion, it shows, style in your tracks. I really feel like things like that really matter, you know what I mean? Regardless of how simple or complex the writing is, I really feel like recording cadences and flows and real raw emotion matter. And I think that's what we got here, especially in such a short track, minute 16. So definitely use that time wisely. Vocals are great. Writing was effective as well. Now let's talk about the theme here. You know what I mean? I'm Not Your Angel. Aesthetically, the cover more than fits. I like the faded kind of blurry look. You can tell that the parental advisory is really faded down below. So like I really like this style of art. Minimalistic and really, really a good approach, to be fair. So covers in line. I feel like the titling of the track is really, really dope as well. I like the one word titles. But as far as I'm Not Your Angel goes, it definitely is more on a darker tone of like subject matter. And it's really one of those tracks where if you're like in a bad mood, or if you're like really going through it and you don't want to listen to sad shit, you can listen to some shit like this to make you feel something. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't even necessarily have to relate to it. This is really good like motivation music. This is really good like you want to get up and go type shit, and like you like really kind of move with this kind of track, especially when you consider the instrumental. So I feel like this track was, yes, overall short, but definitely effective and really hit the nail on the head if you were gonna do a track like this. So I fuck with this a lot. Huge shout out to Little Sticks. Thank you for the submission. Much, much motherfucking love. It's been a minute, so would love to see you around the Music Mondays podcast way more. This is great. So make sure you follow Little Sticks on SoundCloud. 10 away from 240. That's a good little milestone right there. Uh, Make sure you follow Lil Sticks on Twitter. Um, Looks like about 8 away from 1.520 followers. So go show Lil Sticks some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel. We're on the road to 70 subscribers. Huge shout out to anybody that already has. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive Music Monday segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff on the channel, man. So make sure you go show these artists some love and go show the channel some love. Bromo, what's good, homie? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're well, my friend. So, up next, we got the homie Absono, man. Like I was talking about, Absono had a little bit of a switcheroo for us, man. So we'll skip all the way down, and he said, "All right, fuck the throne. All right, fuck Nosferatu. All right, welcome to hell." is what we ended off with. So let's see what Absono got for us, man. Now, if you don't know who Absono is, we've reviewed them quite a lot on the Music Mondays podcast. But more deeper than that, Absono is extremely talented producer, a really good sound and genre blender, and really one of those producers that I always talk about that really care about their platform and their brand, really treat themselves like an artist and really push themselves as a producer, not just somebody who makes beats. And Absono is truly an artist for sure. So, let's get into this, man. Welcome to Hell, exclusive, unreleased Absono. And the description, album on the ways. So chat, you heard it here first. Exclusive, unreleased Absono. Welcome to Hell, album on the way. Let's fucking get into this. Oh shit. Oh man. That fade out was great. I really, really like that fade out. That was awesome. Absono really did it again, man. Really, really did it again. Okay, so obviously no vocals here. So we're gonna break this down by two things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Welcome to Hell. So, man, right off rip, you can tell the Mel is like really on some different shit. Like this Mel is fucking crazy. But of course you're gonna get the standard really good, crisp, hard Absono mix. But sometimes even with trap metal, heavier kind of instrumentals, that can be hard, right? You know what I mean? You have a lot of really loud clashing guitars with some drums that could fucking knock your fucking pictures off your wall. So, sometimes a mix like that can be a little bit of tedious. You know what I mean? It'd be a little bit of like, okay, you know what I mean? But Absono did a great job. You know what I mean? Especially the snare in here and like the overall drum selection, I feel like was a great choice. Didn't overload it with drums or anything like that either, which was a nice touch. I feel like sometimes when people make trap metal this heavy, and really some like alternative metal shit, I feel like they overdo the drums sometimes, but Absono did a good job here, really spacing everything out and keeping the whole trap element to this um sort of style. So, well done. Well fucking done. 224, I really feel like this is a great length too, especially for a harder instrumental like this. Um Instrumentals like this, you want them to, sort of hit and run. You know what I mean? Just like come in real hard, do his thing, and leave. And that's what I feel like this did as well. The fade out was a really great addition. And definitely overall another style that Absono really was able to like bring a new taste to. Mostly with sound selection in this specific track. I feel like the sound selection really, made this a little bit different than what you could hear on your average trap metal heavier kind of track. But I feel like this was good. Shining Stars definitely got to be the guitar. Really on the heavier side, almost darker. But it was great. So let's talk about the theme. Now, Do Not Disturb. I don't know. I mean, I would assume this is the album cover, right? And this is hard as fuck if it is. So this is a great, great fucking Ebsono style cover. Ebsono really has like those kind of minimalistic but like really well done covers as far as like um lyrics go, or not lyrics, I mean text. As far as like text goes, right? Like Ebsono has a great color theme and just like text with like a decent font, and like it's almost like a trademark now, you know what I mean? Because like you can even see that here in their logo. So like really, really dope. I like the fact that the album aesthetic really keeps in line with what Ebsono was already doing. Do Not Disturb was a really, really dope name as well. So aesthetically, I like this. Dark, minimalistic, and really clean. Really, really clean. Now, Welcome to Hell, the overall theme, right? I mean, it's a very fitting name. This definitely sounds like something, that comes from, underground metal shows. You know what I mean? On some like real mosh shit. Definitely gives you that like hell kind of violent feeling, but it still keeps that real trap, a little bit of hip hop element to it, to where you can be like, okay, this has like a hard ass beat to it, you know what I mean? But like the sound selection really keeps it like gritty and raw and like very like in your face. So I feel like this is again, like I said, a great combination from Ebsono. Ebsono really is known for sprinkling their sauce on styles that not are like popular, but people do frequently, right? And they sort of like keep to their lane with whatever styles they do. But with whatever style Ebsono does, Ebsono really manages to sneak in a little, Ebsono sauce and really what they enjoy as a producer, but still makes consistent sounding instrumentals as far as what they're going for. So awesome. Can't wait for the album. Let's fucking get Ebsono. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much motherfucking love. Make sure you go stream Ebsono's album. Probably really motherfucking soon. 4 away from 30 followers. Go show Ebsono some love, man. And of course, make sure you follow Prod Ebsono on Twitter. 5 away from 310 followers, man. That is a good motherfucking milestone right there. Good milestone. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 70 subscribers. Huge shout out to anybody that already has subscribed to the Music Mondays YouTube channel. We upload pretty much 2 times a week, exclusive Music Mondays episodes, full podcast episodes, feature Fridays, workshop Wednesdays, exclusive tracks, exclusive segments. Man, we got it all on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. Go show these artists some love on there. Go show our channel some love on there. Let's fucking get it. Not gonna lie, I'm doing driving school. Jesus, bro. Sounds like hell. Nah, it's probably not that bad. Let's get it, chat. I hope we're doing well. Going hard on these motherfucking submissions, baby. So, who's next? Oh, we got the homie Thomas Marcus. Man, we've been getting some fucking heaters from Thomas, man. Thomas is probably one of the most talented instrument-based producers that we've had here on the Music Mondays channel. Thomas is really one of those producers that has a bigger sound than I think they even realize. Really just one of those artists that, could make tracks for movies, video games, main menus and just really theatrical, emotional tracks. So I'm excited to get into this. Now, Thomas submitted a track titled Aim on Basic. King Mark, what's good, baby? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Fighting this damn tea and give me no straw. What the fuck? No straw, man. No straw? That is some bull. That is some damn bull. Okay. So, December 5th, 2021. I'm interested. Aim on Basic by Thomas Marcus. Um, Cover's fire. I love the cover. Really minimalistic. Font's great. Interesting. Okay. All right. So we'll make sure it's full volume. We're good to go there. Put it in theater mode. Thomas Marcus. Aim on basic. Okay. Oh, what a vibe. Jesus. Dude, the end. Oh, this is fire. Solid outro for sure. Solid outro. Okay, let's get it, baby. That was nice. That was nice. You know what I mean? Like Thomas is really like one of those artists, man. Like 9 times out of 10, you could pick any song out of the library and you'd be like, damn, okay. Like, and they just make such a chill, laid back kind of track. You can't not just enjoy it, you know? So let's break this one down. We're gonna talk about two things. Obviously, no vocals here. So we're gonna talk about the instrumental, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Amon Basic. um, you know, the more we listen to Thomas, I'm finding that Thomas really has a knack for this lo-fi, alternative lo-fi kind of vibe. It really has that energy of like, almost lo-fi, but not necessarily that chill. Cause Thomas really has these melodies and like really like just insane solos that are like so noticeable. You know what I mean? It's like damn. So it really ends up as like a cross between some like really chill lo-fi drums and these melodies and guitar solos that are just so prolific, truly. So I'd have to say Shining Star here is definitely a melody. I like to touch with the drums though. Really chill drums. They're such like, bouncy yet like laid back drums. Like I said, a lot of Thomas tracks are those kind of tracks where you just kind of kick back and vibe, and you're like, damn, like I can. It just makes you wanna, be productive and like really fucking just like really get some work done. You know what I mean? Like to me, it feels like that productive kind of music where it's not like distracting and you can like sit down and do a bunch of shit, which is great. But yeah, this is really giving me. I would, I would almost say it's like a cross between alternative rock and alternative lo-fi. Just has that sprinkle of Thomas in there, and like I said, Shining Star definitely got to be the Mel's. Um, Thomas is really, one of those artists where you can see their like a massive potential with some of their tracks. Like you're like, damn, like I could see this in a fucking movie scene. Like especially some of these kind of tracks where you could take like 10, 20 seconds of this and it would fit perfect almost any media clip ever. And those kind of producers are far and few in between, you know what I mean? Like producers sometimes make music for artists strictly and don't think about like what they can do as a producer and with production, you know what I mean? And I feel like Thomas is one of those producers that really thinks outside the box, and I think that's dope. Um, let's talk about the theme here. Now, aesthetically, definitely has the vibe of the sound for sure. A beach track, Cali track, really like late night, evening kind of vibe. Even early morning, like really got that like good morning coffee instrumental feel to it. Um, mostly from the drums, you know what I mean? But aesthetically, this is great though. This is perfect, on point. Now, Thomas is one of those producers that really does a great job on some of their titles. You know what I mean? Like even if we don't know what some of the phrases mean, you know what I mean? It's way better than like some of the regular shit that producers do. But 90% of the producers in the Music Mondays community really have a good knack for naming their instrumentals and their tracks. So I like it. Aesthetically, the theme is great. I like the direction. And like I said, really brings that beach kind of Cali late night, early morning feel. Definitely a good like coffee productive song for sure. Um, what can you say? Another a great instrumental from Thomas Marcus, and I'm always happy to showcase this man. Thomas has a really, really unique style, truly. So let's fucking get it, man. Make sure you show some love to Thomas Marcus. Go sub to their channel, super, super close to 1.1K. And make sure you follow Thomas Marcus on Twitter. 4 away from 20 followers. Solid ass milestone. Go show Thomas some love, man. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel. Every artist featured in today's episode, and every episode will be linked in the description. We upload basically 2 times a week, man. Exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff is on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. And huge shout out to everybody that already has subscribed, man. We're on the road to 70 subscribers, so shout out to you guys. And make sure you go show these artists some love, and go show the channel some love, man. Fucking get it. Let's go, chat. How we feeling, man? How we doing? We're fucking killing it. Who else do we got, man? I'm excited to see. Got some Bloodcat, we got some Dread. Damn, yeah, we got some. We definitely got some good fucking heads here. I don't believe they yeah, no, they don't. They do not follow Music Mondays. I think Offspring was a bit late with this submission, but we'll deal with the bottom ones when we get there. So, up next is the homie King Mark. King Mark, man, what the fuck else can you say? Between having a really, really dope personality, such a really productive and active member of the community, but also extremely talented and an artist we've seen grow from a lot. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen Mark improve from so many singles to collabs to, the EP with Cole Gerard, that is. So, lots of really, really dope shit coming out of King Mark. But this week, they submitted a track titled Without You. And their caption is the only preview for the Face Tats and Nail Polish album. Now, let me just say that fucking name is hard as shit. Like, that is hard. Face Tats and Nail Polish? That's tough, bro. That is fucking tough. Okay, I believe we have some lyrics and description here, so we'll be able to follow along here. Now, of course, exclusive unreleased King Mark, so no cover yet. No lyrics. Okay, so alright, bet. Okay. So a little bit of ominous description here on this unreleased exclusive King Mark. Now, 16 days ago, so we got a pretty brand new track. I mean, it is unreleased, but it's new. Let's check this out. King Mark, Without You.
Now that you're gone, I think I'm better off without you.
What the fuck?
Say I feel the same, I'm stuck up in this rain without you. So I get in my car and I drive so far up this mountain pass. I don't know who you are, baby, will you tell me if I'm really gonna go home without you? Without you, I don't know how I'll make this drive back home somehow. When I wished upon that star, I knew I'd go and break your heart. I'm sorry that you feel this way. I tried to warn you from the start, and you say I'm a piece of shit, but I won't tell them who you are. Pulling up to where I live, scratch your name into my car. Baby, does this even really matter? Everything was circumstantial. I just wanna know what happened. Think you need to get a handle. Baby said she wanna kill me, put my head up on the mantle. If my life was like a movie, I would have to change the channel.
It's like, this shit's so fucking boring. It's like watching The Postman or some shit. Nothing happens. I just be in bed all day thinking about the shit that I gotta do and how I used to be able to do those things. I really ain't been doing shit lately.
Now that you're gone, I think I'm better off without you. Say I feel the same, I'm caught up in this rain without you. So I get in my car and I drive so far up this mountain pass. I don't know who you are, baby, will you tell me if I'm really gonna go home without you? Dream big, die young, live life like a legend. Tabs on my tongue, make me go to heaven. Got songs unsung, think you get the message. Heat in my lungs like 24/7, yeah. Dream big, die young, live life like a legend. I got tabs on my tongue, make me go to heaven. Got songs unsung, think you get the message. Weed in my lungs like 24/7.
If I had fucking face cam on right now, dude. If I had fucking face cam on right now, bro. What the fuck is this? Bro, am I being fucking trolled? When the fuck? Brother, man. Nah, bro. What the fuck? What? Bro. The fact that this is going on an album, for one, is really fucking good. But for two, this is like... If there's anything that tops this, I gotta hear it, because this is like the single of a project. Like this is it. Like, this is like, hey, I'm dropping a project, I hope you're ready. Boom. What the fuck? Bro, chat, you can literally go back, like, what, 5-6 minutes ago? Before we listen to this, what did I say? Mark's been making progress all year. Da-da-da-da-da, just getting better and better. What the fuck? Alright, dude. Alright, Mark. Alright, I fucking see you, bro. This guy is fucking different. That is different. I am thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. This is super fucking impressive, bro. Let's break this down and give some thoughts on this. So we're gonna talk about three things here: the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and talk about the overall theme of Without You. So right off the rip, this instrumental is really a great choice for somebody like Mark. I love the pop, alternative pop, even like a little bit of like pop punk feel in this. Has like a little bit of like a rebellious kind of like modern like pop feel, and it's not like corny. It's not like bouncy and bubblegummy. It's very like it's actually such a perfect beat for somebody like Mark. Like this is super like I don't think an artist could have made a better choice. You know what I mean? Like if you had like 50 beats in front of you, there probably isn't many that match up to this kind of caliber for an artist like Mark. Um so great instrumental choice. As for the instrumental itself, well mixed, super crisp, nothing's clashing too overbearing with the vocals. I feel like this was awesome. This was really fucking awesome as far as the instrumental goes, man. 10 out of 10 choice from me. I love the style. Definitely gives enough attitude, but keeps it flowy and bouncy and almost like a more upbeat kind of feel. So great instrumental choice. But let's talk about vocals, because holy shit. For one, the mix is great. The mix is definitely something that caught my ear right off rip too, because you know you could go with a lot of mixes and make them sound decent this way, but I feel like Mark really took a great lane with this mix. And the only thing that really helped the mix, other than that, is the fucking flows and the hooks and the cadence is just like you're like, wait a minute, like bro, this is one of those songs where you like you show people and I just love hearing shit like this because like me, like I've been doing this for long enough as to where like I've heard unreleased tracks and like you just know, you know what I mean, like you just know. And this is one of those tracks for sure. um Vocals are just out of this world, like easily some of the best mixed, well done King Mark vocals we have heard on the Music Mondays podcast, bar none. And we've heard a lot of good shit, a lot of creative shit, and a lot of different shit. So that's saying a lot. Vocals are stellar. Like I can't stress how impressed I am with this. This is a really interesting fucking track. Vocals are great. Writing is another thing that needs to be talked about here. I feel like the writing is well done. I feel like none of this would have worked if the writing wasn't on point. But we already kind of know that about Mark, regardless of what style, instrumental, vibe Mark is going for, feature or not. Definitely one of those artists that always improves their writing and is such a great visual artist. And Mark also brought that bag with this as well. Like definitely has some really great writing on here. Simple punchlines, simple bars, really good catchy shit that like even if you don't relate to it, you're like, damn, I love this fucking track because it's that good. You know what I mean? Like you're like, damn, like you know, because everybody relates to songs that they don't really, you know, have to directly relate to, but they're like, I just love this fucking track. And this is once again one of those. Vocals are once again 10 out of 10 men. This is insane. Like really insane. I love this so much just because I've seen the progression here on the show. You know what I mean? It's not like this is the first time I've heard Mark. You know what I mean? Like we've reviewed and reacted to a lot of King Mark. So that's why it's so exciting. You know what I mean? That's why it's like, ooh, you know? So vocals are fucking great. Absolutely great. Let's talk about the theme here. Now, of course, aesthetically, exclusive unreleased track. Obviously going to be on an album as well. So aesthetically, we'll move past that. But Without You, man, like I said, one of those tracks where even if you don't relate to it, you still love it because it's like, damn, like this is groovy. This is like one of those hits, you know what I mean? Like this is one of those like your showcase song, right? Like, you know, some shit that you pin at the top of your socials, or some shit you pin at the top of your Spotify. Like your really good showcase tracks that you're like, damn, I'm proud of this one. And like, there's no way that this drops and people don't love this, because you know, sometimes as somebody who was never involved in this process of this track, right? Like, this is my first real reaction to this. In you just know, you know what I mean? Like you just know, like, this is going to be a very popular track to drop, as far as, you know, bringing something that you're super proud of and deserves to be like upheld. This is definitely like such a good like trophy track. You know what I mean? Like, this is so fucking dope to see. Really fucking dope. Like, and that's really like the whole point of the show, right? Like, is to see artist progression and show off what they're working on, and really see how they're coming, and them molding into themselves. And this, I feel like, is what Mark is molding into, and this is fucking dope. Let's fucking get it, man. Are we also going to talk about how this is the best King Mark song? I would have to hard agree with you. And also, hi, I'm alive. Welcome, Bloodcat. I hope you're well, homie. Welcome. Cole went crazy on the mix. Cole, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, man. Cole is really another one who, you know, I'm not even talking about their vocals, like, and their design skills, like their engineering, you know, shit that they do for Mark and Heretic and so many other artists that we see Cole work with is just like, wow. Let's fucking go, man. So this was awesome, man. What a pleasure to react to this. What a fucking pleasure. This was fucking awesome. This was fucking awesome, bro. This is why we do this, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we do this. And it seems like every week we see all the Music Mondays community, new artists really like progressing, like genuinely progressing. And that's so fucking cool. So with that said, huge shout out to King Mark. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow King Mark on SoundCloud. 7 away from 150. Great milestone. Make sure you follow King Mark Music on Twitter. Damn. Okay. 30 away from 300 and about 9 away from 280, man. Go show Mark some love, for real. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're on our push to 70 subscribers, man. 70. So if you haven't subbed already, go sub. And if you have, thank you. We appreciate it. The artists appreciate it, and the staff team appreciates it. We upload about 2 times a week, exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of great stuff is on the channel. Go show these artists some love, and go show the channel some love, man. Let's fucking get it, chat. Like, this is what I'm talking about. What a fire episode before Cyberfest, bro. What a fucking episode. Tearing up a bit, man. Thank you. This project really big for me. No, thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Keep it up, bro. Keep it the fuck up. Like, do not stop for shit. You know what I mean? Don't listen to nobody, not even yourself, you know? Straight up. Keep doing that. Like, whatever led you to that, keep doing it. Like, cause that's it right there. That's fucking it. Let's get it. How many? Got a decent amount left. Okay. Where are we at in the show? All right, so we've already been live for an hour. Probably be live for about another hour and a half or so. So you guys know the drill. Let's go take a bathroom break. We're gonna go take a leak. I'm going to be back in about 2 minutes or so, and then we'll finish off the rest of these submissions. Shout out to anybody that has came through, showed love tonight. I hope you're well. I hope you're chilling. Let's get it, chat. So feel free to get up, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do all that good stuff. Huge shout out to Mark, Bloodcat, anybody else that's lurking and hanging out in the Music Mondays podcast, man. Thank you. Now, the show will return in about 2 minutes. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're well. Let's fucking do this, man. Let's do this. Wound Control, welcome to stream, homie. Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome. So, up next, we got the homie Mac 2 times. Now, Mac is an artist, much like Mark, who we've seen really progress into their own sort of style and really just, take the things that we've reacted to on the Music Mondays podcast and really just improve them. And Mac is really doing well right now, so I'm excited to get into this and react to this. Now, they submitted a track titled Dream. And I believe this made SoundCloud Sunday Volume 45. And he mixed it with lemonade at the bottom. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let's fucking go. I like that. The cherry blossom is fine too. Tough. Definitely tough. Alright, Mac 2 times Dream. Produced by Problem. Let's get into it. 354 as well, so we got a longer track here.
Seem like it is pouring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. While she giving me top toe, sure to keep going. Stop the car, V8 engine roaring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a real light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning. Seem like it is pouring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. While she giving me top toe, sure to keep going. Stop the car, V8 engine roaring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a real light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning. Got my shorty up, telling her we leave in town. Pack whatever you can, we don't got no time to count. Just make sure that it's a big enough amount. Ask her way too many questions, told her to calm down. Better fix her face, don't walk her head with a frown. I'll explain on the way, just know we ain't finna drown. Nigga talk shit, told get and lay him down. I ain't thought he had enough, gave his ass another round. Hold up, let me pause that. I'm talking about a for a nickel with my shot to the head, brain split, and them triple 2 bullets to the pecs, not enough, 2 nipples. Had to make him feel pain for a minute, had to hold up. Nigga took my butt away, so you know I had to kill him. Deep down, they wanna do it, but my anger took over. Right after that happened, already know we had to flip him.
Tough.
Seem like it is pouring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. While she giving me top toe, sure to keep going. Stop the car, V8 engine roaring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a real light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning. Seem like it is pouring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. While she giving me top toe, sure to keep going. Stop the car, V8 engine roaring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a real light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning. Speeding on the E-way, no time to waste. Never thought I'd see the time, I start counting my days. Hell yeah, run away, I ain't catching the case. Still shocked that I really put bullets to face. So I guess I'm Henny mixed with lemonade, cause I know that I really love the taste. Knowing that I gotta put the pain away. Press the gas all the way like I'm in a chase. For some reason, don't feel like I'm on a winning team. What's all this anxiety coming to me? Maybe I just gotta go and smoke some weed. I guess put the pain away, don't come for cheap. Cause ain't none of these drugs gonna come for free. Should've never did this shit, it's killing me. I was so blinded by the pain that I couldn't see. That's why I'm telling myself that it could be. What's crazy is this whole story a dream. All of it was a dream. Seem like it is pouring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. While she giving me top toe, sure to keep going. Stop the car, V8 engine roaring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a real light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning. Seem seem like today's boring. Fill my double cup up in the morning. Gotta get high, can't stop, keep soaring. Watch you giving me top toes, sure to keep going. Stuck a car, V8 engine boring. Pedal to the metal, all gas, I'm foreign. Fuck a red light, won't stop, keep going. Once a nigga see the beam, already know that it's a warning.
Let's go, man. That was tough. That was really tough, man. I feel like that was like one of the best, like, well-constructed tracks we've heard from Mac. Like, we've heard a couple recently, but this one was like so fleshed out and like had a structure that was so well done. So let's break this down, man. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Dream. So, right off rip, the instrumental here was really something that I feel like Mac would have definitely gravitated to. Mainly the melody. Mac has a knack for these like dream-like alternative like trap style instrumentals if they're not emotional instrumentals. So I feel like this is a very Mac kind of choice for sure. And something I used to notice a lot back in the day. Not even back in the day, I guess like last year. Might as well be back in the day. But artists that know how to like pick their beats and like know what they really like gravitate towards and sound good on are artists that really forever progress. You know what I mean? Much like I was saying about Mark, you know, picking beats that you just really match with is so fucking essential. So I feel like this is definitely a Mac match, without a doubt. We haven't heard any tracks with Problem, I don't think. But as far as the instrumental itself goes, well done. I love the structure here. Simple structure, but it really does the job. Sound selection is great for, you know, the kind of melody that we're dealing with here. I think Problem did a really good job, and the mix is solid too. Doesn't clash with vocals or anything like that. Everything really knocks, to be honest with you. Well done. Well done. Definitely a very Mac instrumental. Now, let's talk about vocals here. I almost noticed right off the rip a much louder mix, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's preference. Sometimes you need a louder mix. Sometimes, you know, instrumentals can be too loud. Vice versa. You never know, right? But I noticed with this track, it was definitely a bit louder in terms of vocals, which, in my opinion, I think is a good thing. Mac's really testing shit out, and that's how you know that they're really working on their crafts, which is what you love to see. You know what I mean? If you're coming in with a new mix every week, if you're coming in with new shit every week, it's like, damn, like, okay, like, you're really working at it in the lab, and that's really what, like I said, the point of all this is. So I'm glad Mac is really, like, experimenting with shit, you know what I mean? So that's awesome. That's awesome. So vocals were good here. A shining star without a doubt is the hook. I feel like Mac's been a better and better writer as well. Not that their writing was ever like quote unquote bad, for the lack of a better term. I feel like their writing was watered down sometimes by their flows, but tracks as of lately have been really stellar. Like really fucking well done. And once again, it's just proof of the progression, you know what I mean? Like, I'd say like the last 5 or so Mac tracks have been like consistent improvements, and their writing has flourished because of it. You know what I mean? So that's great. Writing's a definite shining star here. You know, cadences and hooks, you know, they only go so far if you're not performing them and recording them in a proper manner, right? But I feel like Mac has really like nailed that down, and Mac is really getting into like the style and the swag and like the real personality of some of their tracks and like what they write. So I feel like this is a good example of that as well. So well done. I like the writing. I like the performance a lot. The recording was good, definitely. Now, something I want to get into here is the theme. Like I said, aesthetically, I always have been a real fan of Mac's art style. If we're being completely honest with you, I have just been a pretty big fan of their like almost like cartoony yet like almost matte kind of style. You can find a lot of this within their covers, and this is no different. Minimalistic, but gets the job done and really catches the eye. You know what I mean? Because it's different. So huge fan of Mac aesthetics, without a doubt. Now, as far as Dream itself goes, you know what I mean? I feel like this is a real poetic, well written song, to be honest with you. Like, this song tells a story, this song has some feelings in it, and I feel like Dream is really like the perfect name, not only for the hook, or because of the hook, but I feel like, you know, Mac touches on a lot of things, you know, that can feel very euphoric or dreamlike. So this is great. You know what I mean? This is a great, real sort of showing of Mac's storytelling ability, without a doubt. So I like Dream a lot for its real content. You know what I mean? Like the lyrics, the writing, the ability to visualize what Mac's feeling for sure. So it definitely brings that standard Mac emotion, but subject matter switches a little bit and sort of makes you open up your ears. So well done, Mac. Let's fucking get it. Now, of course, per usual, make sure you follow Mac 2 times on SoundCloud, 4 away from 30 followers. Go show him some love. And of course, make sure you follow Mac 2 times on Twitter. Mac is 5 away from 110, man. Fire milestone. Fire milestone. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 70 subscribers. We're pushing our way there, man. And huge shout out to anybody that already has. We upload basically 2 times a week. Exclusive Music Monday segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of great underground stuff is on there. So make sure you go show some of these artists some love and go show the channel some love, man. Let's fucking get it, chat. Yo, how we feeling? Yo, Kale Plant, what's up, baby? Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you're well, my friend. How you doing? What's crack-a-lackin', baby? So, let's get it. I believe this is a visual. From Dread. So if this is media, we'll come back to it. Yeah. We got some media here. We can definitely peep. For sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so obviously, as you guys know, but if you don't, we'll go through audio first, and then we'll wrap back around to our media submissions, like Music Mondays, or Music Mondays, like music videos, digital art, things like that. You know, obviously not audio. I think Bad Boy submitted a track for Prince Lovely, but I believe Prince does not follow the Music Mondays homepage, and Bad Boy is not involved in this track. And on top of it, the video is private. So that's no bueno. Bad Boy, feel free to submit a track that you are involved in next week. Absolutely. So up next for audio, we got the homie Bloodcat, man. Let's fucking hop right into this one. Doing great. Got Master Chief Collection downloading. Let's go. I assume you're about to be playing that shit on PC. Let's go, man. I've been thinking about playing that. For sure. I've been thinking about fucking playing that recently. I don't know why. I've just always been a Halo kid anyways. But like I said, up next we got the homie Bloodcat. And they submitted a track titled Catanova off their new album, Catanova. You know, Bloodcat's one of those artists that, you know, right from the rip in their very first submission on Music Mondays, I knew that they were one extremely passionate artist just based off their quality of work. You know what I mean? Bloodcat does an extremely well job at what they do. And it's really, really fucking impressive. The work ethic and really the amount of content Bloodcat has put out this year and since they've started submitting to the Music Mondays podcast. You know, Bloodcat has one hell of a personality, man, and their music really shows it. So I always love reacting to their tracks. Caption reads, on behalf of BCAT, they reminded me 5 times to do this. So shout out to whoever that was. Let's get it, baby. Yeah, so Catanova, man. Catanova. Let's check this out. Let's pop this open a new tab Rooney. Um, cover art is fucking top tier, like absolutely top tier. You know what I mean? Like we can really not expect that from Bloodcat, but Bloodcat has one of the most unique and eye-pleasing aesthetics when it comes to their cover art and what they use to represent their albums. You know what I mean? I really feel like Bloodcat really has their covers on lock, and this is no different. Minimalistic, but really fucking well done and super album material for sure. And we have lyrics in description engineered by the homie Matt Rocks. Shout out Matt Rocks. Lots of lyrics here. Okay, bet. We got a whole lot of links down below. We'd love that. So let's get into this. A Bloodcat, Catanova.
She wanna see a movie, I don't have the time. I know she was a groovy, what she would've said ahead of time. Would've had a better time, would've fucked her letter, put it up online. Wow. Chopper make a bold nigga lie down. Glock 19 on my side now. Got your whole team on my side now. Go ahead, bitch, still alive now. Go ahead, bitch, I don't seven with the eye. Go ahead, bitch, if the cat don't bite. She wanna fuck to the one. Go ahead, bitch, lie down. Big stepping up and stepping on the cracks. Every time I do it, boom, bring up on my back. Fly around and I bring them on my back. I got a good, she think she fucking up my bag. You know, nobody touching on my money. You know, nobody touching on my money. Yeah, we had fun last year. Don't act like you was stunning like this back then. You were really with the bag, but I'm catching up. I'ma find out where you at and I'ma get you up. Let you know why the kitty cat in the kitchen up. She pulling on the cat, I'ma get you some. Say you need a bag, I'ma get you one. Like a purr. She wanna cuddle up, put her in fire. Put her in first, she put her in third. So now she gotta send me on a curb. Words. I get that shit. She kiss my pussy. Sleeping in bed, way. Cause I'm his that bitch. She can tell me and mommy and I'm gonna feel it. Know that you been all caught up in the struggle, all that you feel it. You been chasing a bat, what? I shake your track, what? Oh, that's for the cat, what? Put that in the bag, what? Put it next to your bitch, you pop her up. She falling over. She wanna take a pic, she called me up. She heard I'm a Catanova.
Damn.
Catanova, how much money is that? I done told you. Back it over. She a freak, she get mad that it's over. You know, nobody touching on my money. You know, nobody touching on my money.
What a good ass beat choice, man. Holy fuck. That was tough. That was really fucking tough, man. Okay. This is fucking something right here, man. So, I really love this instrumental choice from Bloodcat. So, you guys know the drill. Let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, talk about vocals, talk about the overall theme of Catanova. Man. So this instrumental is an interesting choice from Bloodcat. I feel like this is a very, trap-oriented instrumental. It has a very, kind of bite and attitude to it that trap normally has, right? And we get and have heard Bloodcat like that before. But in this style and fashion, especially this recent, we have not. So I feel like this producer did an insanely good job at creating some really good, like, standard, like, rap foundation. And the melody is something that really sticks out for this beat. The melody is something that really brings a lot of that attitude. And I feel like the drums were well crafted, and the sound selection in them were very, like, precise, to be honest with you. Like, very precise. I feel like this producer did an excellent job as far as sound selection goes. Like, to be completely honest with you, because this beat could have been completely different if it was a matter of like one or two things. So the producer did an excellent job on this. Mix is great. Doesn't clash with anything. Nothing's too overbearing. Nothing like that. Overall, a solid instrumental choice. I like when Bloodcat really has a lot of variety. You know what I mean? Because we've heard so many ups and downs from Bloodcat, right? Emotional tracks, upbeat tracks, really the roller coaster of genres and sounds. And this is a genre where I feel like because it's on an album, this fits right in. You know what I mean? It's one of those palate cleansers when you're listening to an album and you can tell that it belongs there. You know what I mean? Like, this is absolutely album quality work from Bloodcat, or even project if you want to use that term. So, great instrumental choice. Hey, a Bloodcat's got the plugs, man. Let him know, BCat. Let him know. He's got the plugs. But yeah, great instrumental choice. I love the style. This was awesome. This was a really good kind of showing of what Bloodcat can do, right? Because we've seen so many different styles, and this is another one to add to the collection that Bloodcat could really like bend and twist and really put a new spin on. Because yes, it's more of like a trap instrumental, even alternative trap, if you will. But Bloodcat, it doesn't come in that style. It has a very good attitude to it, and that leads me to talking about vocals. I just want to say right off rip, the mix is fucking great. I don't think I've ever heard a Bloodcat track where the mix was iffy or anything like that. Right off rip, the mix is just A1. Nothing clashing too overbearing with the beat. A lot of the ad libs were great. Like, A1 in the mixing department for sure. But, you can really always expect that with an artist like Bloodcat. So, mix Bloodcat standard, which is great. But man, I think the thing that does it for me here, along with the writing, but besides that, is the attitude and the flow differences, right? Like, especially on the hook. Like, the lyrics are very, just have this bouncy flow, and like, the content in the lyrics itself is very, it's got a good attitude to it, you know what I mean? It's she wanted to see a movie, I don't have time. You know what I mean? Like, those two lines, when you start off a track like that, you already know what kind of vibe you're getting. And I feel like Bloodcat was able to build off of that. And then the hook really came in and really set the vibe and really, in Bloodcat fashion, twisted up the style. And I like that about this track a lot. Because it's not like a trap track, you know what I mean? He's not talking about pushing pounds and shit. You know what I mean? So this is well done. I feel like it was exactly where I would have wanted it to go. You know what I mean? Like, if like I was a fly on the wall on a studio and shit, I'd be like, oh yeah, do that little Birdman hand rubbing shit. You know how flies do that? I'd be like, yeah, motherfucker. That's exactly what I'd be doing, because this is perfect. So vocals here are great. Hook's definitely a shining star. Writing is excellent. But Bloodcat's always been a really excellent writer. You know what I mean? So that's not something that that's too surprising. But you're really getting the full package here. The hook is emotional enough and really like, not like touches the heart or anything like that, but it really like makes you feel Bloodcat on this track. And then the verses really explain what kind of vibe and attitude they were feeling when this was recorded. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very well written track, and once again, much like Mac and a couple of artists we've seen here tonight, really told the story. You know what I mean? Really fucking told the story. And calling it Catanova was like such a good like addition for not only the project itself, but like because this track is talking about a couple of different things. So I feel like representing a Bloodcat or the term Catanova itself was like such a dope way to do this. You know what I mean? Because it's not only well done, but it's a great showcase of skill and what Bloodcat can do on certain types of instrumentals. So with that said, vocals are great. I love the attitude. Hook's definitely a shining star. Hook's well performed, and I love the style switch up, without a doubt. let's talk about the theme here. I mean, we really, really enjoy Bloodcat's style over here at Music Mondays as far as aesthetics go. Bloodcat's always been a really talented artist when it comes to picking, designing, and choosing their covers. This is really like another concept where it's minimalistic, but like has that like album and project presence. You know what I mean? It really does. Um, and like no matter what it is, you can always expect like top notch quality within these covers. So that's another great thing. So well done there for sure. So many cat puns in the lyrics. Cat puns have become like my default when freestyling. It's that's how BCat's got to roll sometimes. It's second nature now. Let's get it. Um, yeah. So the overall theme of Catanova, right? Touches on a couple different things, but I feel like the hook and the last verse of this track was really something to behold, and you're like, oh, okay, like I see what this motherfucker's on. There's a lot of swag and attitude in like this last sort of verse right here, and I feel like it was super noticeable, right? And it was such a build up and really kept you like in the loop with this track, you know what I mean? Because it starts off like okay, okay, and then you hear the hook for the first time, and if you finish out with this verse, it's like damn, like this is a great showcase of skill, but also some really, really great writing and recording, for sure. Well fucking done, Bloodcat. Make sure you go stream Catanova on all platforms right the fuck now. Go follow Bloodcat on SoundCloud. Bloodcat is approaching 1.3K. Go show them some love, man. And of course, make sure you follow Bloodcat on Twitter, Lil Skunky Raps. 5 followers away from 50, man. Go follow their out. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description for the YouTube re-upload. And if you haven't subscribed to the Music Mondays YouTube channel already, what the fuck are you doing? We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks, like a whole lot of great undercard contents on there, man. So go show the channel some love. Go show these artists some love, and huge shout out to anybody that already has. Let's fucking get it, chat. Like, man, anybody who misses out on the Music Mondays podcast and really wants to find new extremely talented artists, they're just fucking they're lacking. They are lacking, bro. Fucking lacking. The amount of content and like well done tracks we've heard here tonight alone, never mind in 80 plus episodes, you are fucking lacking. Like, so shout out to anybody that comes through during the live stream when the shows are live. Shout out to anybody that streams us on audio platforms, and shout out to the YouTube gang as well. Let's fucking go. So I believe we have one more audio submission. Kalila does not follow the Music Mondays homepage, so Kalila, like I always say at the beginning of the show, feel free to drop us a follow and submit your track next week. But that is the only thing that we do ask, is that you're following the Music Mondays homepage on Twitter before you submit, because we never take submissions for money. We never ask for payments for anything. We don't charge for interviews. We don't charge for playlists. None of that. The only thing that we do ask is that you help support the platform and help support these artists that already do support Music Mondays and wait every week to get their tracks reviewed. So, with that said, the very last audio submission, I believe, yeah, no, and then we got Dread on the media, and then if we got some time at the end, we'll sneak in Offspring. Offspring was a bit late this week. So, yeah, we're good. So, we got the homie Matt Rocks, man. Matt, Jesus fuck. Like, we have this really elite league of artists here on Music Mondays, and really in the underground community, that are just so fucking out of this world talented. It's such a pleasure to have them within the community. It's a pleasure to react to some of their tracks on the show. And Matt is really in that group, to be honest with you. Matt is, a multi-talented artist when it comes to production, engineering, vocals. One of those artists that really you could hear a few of their tracks and you'd be like, oh, I see exactly what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. So, oh, and by the way, Matt Rocks will be performing this Friday at Cyberfest. Full set, live. Make sure you join the Music Mondays Discord. Make sure you follow the Twitch channel. You don't want to miss it. So, exclusive on release, Matt Rocks here. The cover is fucking insane. This is some abstract shit right here. This is fire. And it's almost like warped. You know what I mean? This is heat. Really, really fucking heat. Matt Rocks, Surf, or DP Beats. Let's get into it. Ah shit. Ah shit.
I'm been bowing, switching the hoops. Chop up was on up to the food. So much shots, little bitch, you better cool. Truly only dinner with my mom. I'm on the move. Watch how you move. Keep my name out your mouth, you mention me, you me so doomed. Yeah, I'm finna go for a phone on the visual. She call me daddy, but I'm not a fucking father. Think I'm hot, but I'm only just getting hard. Anyway, hot, but I'm only just going hard. I hate really back this shit. You call me Sean Carter. I don't even got no friends. We really business partners. Turn on me, I hit the same day. That's why I believe in karma. Give a fuck about it, I'm a bitch. I'ma blow my karma. Crying always back. With that is, that's his mom. Never was Trump. I'm a crazy ass psychopath. Call me Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm been bowing, switching the hoops. Chop up was on up to the food. So much shots, little bitch, you better cool. Truly only dinner with my mom. I'm on the move. Watch how you move. Keep my name out your mouth, you mention me, you me so doomed. Going forever. I'm getting this money, I'm getting this cheddar on top of the building, I'm getting the water. I'm getting the poppin' just like it was cattle. He thought he had talent, he thought it was special. I pull up with a motherfucking 38 special. Get a motherfucking come that heavy, man. Wow. I'm been bowing, switching the hoops. Chop up was on up to the food. So much shots, little bitch, you better cool. Truly only dinner with my mom. I'm on the move. Watch how you move. Keep my name out your mouth, you mention me, you me so doomed. I'm been bowing, switching the hoops. Chop up was on up to the food. So much shots, little bitch, you better cool. Truly only dinner with my mom. I'm on the move. Watch how you move. Keep my name out your mouth, you mention me, you me so doomed.
Let's fucking go, man. Ryuki, welcome to stream, homie. I hope you're well. Welcome. Don't shit around my room right now. No cap. This is a fucking turn up track and a half, man. Shout out DP, bro. That, like, we got some shit to talk about this track, man. So, let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. Talk about the overall theme of Surf. Holy shit. Like, fuck me, bro. You know, DP is a well-established veteran in not only the underground community, but just, you know, the music community in general. You know, they've made quite the career for themselves. You know, that's a beat tag as a producer, or even some artists really just know like the back of their hand, you know? And DP is very, very talented. So, it's no surprise that these two were able to come together and really make something like this. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck me, dude. So DP did a fucking excellent job. Um, what's there to say? This is really quite the instrumental here. But I'd say the thing that I really enjoy the most about this instrumental, though, because of course the mix is really, really solid. I love the sound selection here. The melody definitely makes it, but the structure is easily the shining star. Lots of variety in here, and Matt really worked well around it. So I think DP did an excellent job, and I like these two together for sure. Now, let's talk about vocals. Vocals are insane. Like this mix is just, you know, Matt's mix is really something special. You know what I mean? Really something special. I love Matt's style when it comes to their vocal mix. Um, because we've heard a couple different styles, whether it be like the more turn up kind of mosh style like this, or even more emotional kind of tracks. Matt has quite the unique voice, and I feel like this track really shows the grit and like the attitude and the style of it. Truly. Um so the mix is great. Without a doubt. You get that real like Matt Rock's unique feeling to it. You really do. Now, lyrically, you have some really good almost kind of freestyle verses in here, packed with a hook that is purely turning up. You know what I mean? Like it's really one of those like get up and go kind of hooks, and you're like, damn, this is a fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like you can't not bop your head to this by the time the close of the song comes around. You know what I mean? Like by the next time you hear the hook, you're like, damn, okay, okay, like holy shit. So you could do a lot with a track like this. You know what I mean? This is a very like stylish kind of track. But Shining Star for me, um, absolutely, um, the mix. Like it's just got to be the mix because it really shows Matt's ability to work with whatever. You know what I mean? And we know that Matt is more of a freestyler than anything when they record. So this track showed that like it's possible to do that kind of shit and really like come up with a well crafted banger. Like for sure. And this is a product of that, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily something that was like super detailed in terms of like theme and things like that, but lyrically it does a great job at what Matt is best at, and that's really taking a style and blending it into their own, for sure. Now, let's talk about the theme here. Aesthetically, like I said, I love the abstract style. I think this art is fucking fire for this, because you got the color palette, right? Like it has the little splashes of like red, orangish, but mainly you've got blue and black. And I feel like this is a great color palette on some abstract ass art for a track like this. You know what I mean? Like the chaos sort of represents the turn up factor of the song and the hook, and where it becomes abstract is the left and the right. And I feel like those are the verses in between. And there's a lot of symbolism when it comes to this kind of art. You know what I mean? So I feel like this kind of track was perfect. But like I said, the color scheme really reminds you that it's like a turn up track, but it's very like in your face. Now, Surf itself, theme wise, there really isn't like a super detailed like this is what this song's about. It's not really telling a story. It's really more of a showcase of Matt's skill and what they can do on instrumentals like this. Because like I said, we've seen a couple of different styles from Matt throughout the time, man. Like we've seen a couple different styles, and this is another case where you're like, oh, okay, like you can really like understand the ceiling and the skill gap of like what Matt can really do. You know what I mean? And this is an artist that really has a really high ceiling, like a really fucking high ceiling. So huge shout out to Matt Rocks, man. Keep it up, my friend. And of course, make sure you catch Matt Rocks and plenty of other artists we've showcased here on the Music Mondays podcast at Cyberfest this Friday. And of course, make sure you follow Matt Rocks on SoundCloud, approaching 1.7, man. That is a great, great milestone. Go show Matt some love. And of course, you should follow Matt Rocks on Twitter. 10 followers away from 620, man. 10 followers away. Go show Matt some love, man. Let's get it, baby. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive Music Mondays segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff on the channel, man. Go show us some love. Go show these artists some love. And let's fucking get it. Love the artwork. That was fine. Good job. Let's get it, Ricky. I agree, my friend. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. So, that about does it for audio. We pretty much got through, everybody's audio. I think we can move on to media now. We can continue on with our submissions. And we got a track from none other than the homie No Name Dread, except they submitted a visual titled Hell and Back, called Dreadfather. Now, Dread is an artist that really lets their work speak for themselves, right? And we've seen a lot of crazy shit from Dread, especially over, the course of them submitting to the Music Mondays podcast, right? But even last week, like, we've heard one of the craziest No Name Dread tracks we've ever heard, and it was a lyric video, and it was fucking insane. But Dread is extremely talented, multi-talented as well, producer, engineer, vocalist. I'm excited for this. And one thing I just noticed, this video is about 3 years old in 2019, and it's titled Hell and Back, and we got 1 comment, Nar. So this is some hidden fucking shit right here. This is some real hidden shit. 2 minutes 17 seconds. Hell and Back, No Name Dread, uploaded on the No Name Posse YouTube channel. Let's get into this.
Smoking back to bad, I cannot recall. I can't recall where I am at all. Up against the stall, headed hits the wall. Breathe on my back, I pick up the slack, spin the hell and back. Smoking back to back, I cannot recall. Where I am at all. Up against the stall, headed hits the wall. Deep, the rabbit is a reaper. Some habits are a creature. Static, my demeanor. Free havoc, no procedure. Like tragic death the beach. Close casket, come and teach. Y'all plastic, I go deep. Walking on clouds like a sea straight. I'm in a B, like 6 milligrams, that's a 3-way. Round after round of the blunt smoke. I'm in a poke for false high, then I low. Selling my soul for the low. Maybe some benzos. I just been out of my man. I'll put it all on the instrumental. Blood in the tempo, letting the song be
Feel
my
like
man.
I'm wasting time, trying to find some peace I can't obtain. Been going out my mind, trying to find me a reason to stay. You know I might resign, float away, better check out today. You might find me in the sky. Been feeling so low, so long, my boat just trying to feel alive. That's why I'm always smoking something, hey. Coming from nothing, no money, there's no discussion, hey. And fuck your swisher, these Dutches is what I'm puffing, hey. Few grams I'm stuffing, fuck your talk, I know you bluffing, hey.
Sit back, kick back, smoking, loud pack, talking about diamonds and salts. Dripping, got it from my paw. Why she get it from my dog? Want the AP, want it all. Fuck the love how it fall. Roll up, gotta smoke it all. Pokemon, how we catch it all. On stage, got me sweating hard. Henny dripping, got me drowning. Don't fall when you up, they be praying for downfalls. And I'm hot, so you know I'm all fucked up. How we getting it raw? Pull up, no naming, we gone. Fucked up, forgot I'm on balls.
It's like been in hell and back. Smoking back to bad, I cannot recall. Where I am at all. Up against the stall, headed hits the wall. Breathe on my back, I pick up the slack, spin the hell and back. Smoking back to back, I cannot recall. Where I am at all. Up against the stall, headed hits the wall.
Yo, are you kidding? What the fuck? Oh, that was tough. Bro, the end of that was fucking nutty. This is wild. Yeah, I'm for real blown away. That was nutty. The end was great. So Hell and Back, this definitely has a lot of symbolism. Without a doubt, this is like the perfect visual. Video credit, ABC's of Death. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was tough, man. That was really, really fucking tough. I think there's about 3 No Name Posse members on here, maybe 4. Holy shit. All right, let's break this down. Let's absolutely break this down. So, you know, Dread used to work heavily with a collective known as No Name Posse, and still does here or there. But this was quite the track. Prod Dreadfather, so per usual, we're gonna break this down. 4 things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of Hell and Back, and we're gonna talk about this crazy ass visual. This was fucking perfect. So, Dreadfather did an excellent job here. Super demonic, super eerie, very almost horror oriented kind of instrumental, but really it keeps it on that hip hop vibe with the sound selection and the drums. Shining star for me in the instrumental, other than the mix, has got to be the 808. The 808 was perfect, like really perfect. Structure was good too. It gave it enough, enough space for these artists to really spit on this properly and really keep the instrumental effective. So well done, Dreadfather. I feel like this was perfect for almost like a cypher style kind of track. I feel like this was excellent. Now, let's talk about vocals here, because we have a couple of verses, and holy shit, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Everybody really brought the smoke, and this isn't like the first time we've heard a cypher style from Dread, and No Name Posse for that matter. There's a track, I want to say like maybe a month ago, 2 months ago max, where we heard all of No Name Posse really go in on this, you know what I mean? And one thing I could say about all the verses, excellent mixes on every single one, but I feel like this whole crew really came super hard on this track when it comes to like taking their own styles, right? Because we have one beat, but all these styles or all these artists came with such different styles, you know what I mean? Like they really came with their own sort of flows and like different directions that they were bringing the song, and it really kept the cypher vibe up, and it was like a consistent theme, but everybody's sort of subjects and bars were like just slightly different, and really brought some variety to a track like this. One thing I do want to note as well is 2 minutes 17 seconds, and you have a decent amount of verses on here as well, you know what I mean? Like this track really shows that you can get a lot fucking done in like 2 minutes, you know what I mean? Regardless of whether you have 1, 2, 3 people on the track, doesn't matter. If you really construct it in a way that can really like show off everybody evenly and best, do it, because this is the result, you know what I mean? You have like this cypher kind of almost fully constructed track, and everybody brought something different, and that's what you love to fucking see. It is unfortunate that No Name Posse doesn't get together to make too many tracks like this anymore, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a really good insight on what Dread was working on, what No Name Posse as a collective was working on, and the visual, like Jesus, the fucking visual. So the track is titled Hell and Back. And these artists really talk about several metaphors and subjects about going to hell and back, and then you have the writing where it's really outside of that, and really a few subjects where people are like, damn, that was a fucking bar and a half. So a little bit of writing showcase and a little bit of a consistent theme throughout Hell and Back. But the big elephant here is the visual, and I feel like this visual was fucking perfect. You know what I mean? Especially at the end here. This was fucking insane. Like, when he looks into the bug and he's like, what the fuck? Dude, that got me. That got me. Like, this visual, you know what I mean? Like, Hell and Back, it's really For one, super eye-catching. You're like, holy shit, this is like a car accident. I don't want to watch, but I want to keep watching just to see what happens. You know what I mean? And you're so intrigued and you're so like, holy shit. And sometimes those visuals do so well. You know what I mean? Like, mostly because it can represent your music well, yes, but more so like the design factor keeps people intrigued. I wouldn't say like the shock factor or like, you know, weird terms like edgy and shit like that, but I would feel like the more like the design and the art style is really what attracts people to a track titled Hell and Back. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna get for this? Like, it's like, fuck. So well done. Such a great choice. And really simple shit like this can take your tracks to like a whole nother level. Like, really can take your tracks to, you know, stretch worthy areas, right? Because you could release this as audio and then push your visual, and then it wouldn't take much out of you, and then you could still do a real music video because this would just be a visual. You know what I mean? Super simple. Takes all of 5 minutes to do. And well done. You know what I mean? Like, credits at the bottom. You're good to go. You know, this is like a perfect visual for a track that you'd want a visual for, but maybe couldn't film a music video for, or you just wanted more content for, and you're like, damn, that'd be tough. This was perfect, you know, and it doesn't take too much out of you as an artist. I feel like that was something I spoke about, you know, a lot at the beginning of the year, more towards the middle, talking about how, you know, a lot of DIY and like do it yourself kind of moves are really good for you, and it doesn't take much, whether it's a music video, a visual. Shit like this really separates you. You know what I mean? And I think this was well done, especially like, so not like early because it was only like 2-3 years ago, but more so like you could tell that No Name Posse and Dread knew what direction they wanted to go in, and that's what's very cool about this. You gotta watch ABC's. That shit's wild. I was about to say, no cap. Everybody was like, holy shit. No, yeah, that was fucking insane. I thought this was a perfect visual for this. 100%. And welcome, Dread. I hope you're well, my friend. Welcome. But yeah, man, this was awesome. This was fucking awesome, and really, like, shows what tracks can be if you really just push it to, you know, the next level. And it really doesn't take much effort, and it really, you know, does a lot for you. It really does. Because some artists just don't really care to do shit like this. And shit like this is really like what brings more people in that, you know, like music videos, like visuals, even, you know, people who fuck with ABCs to death. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So regardless, shout out to No Name Posse. Huge shout out to No Name Dread. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. This is a fucking pleasure and a really cool insight on the past of No Name Posse and No Name Dread. And of course, make sure you follow No Name Dread on Twitter at No Name Dread1. Dread is 6 away from 110, man. That's a good milestone. Go show Dread some love. Lots of really good shit in Dread's library, man. And per usual, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We upload about 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks. We're pushing to almost 70 subscribers, so huge shout out to anybody that already has showed us some love. Go show these artists some love over on the channel, man. And go show us some love on the channel. Let's get it. Offspring Mysterious, welcome, my friend. Welcome. You're just in time. You are just in time. I hope you're well. Happy Monday. Yeah, like I said, Offspring was a little bit late with the submission, but since we're near the tail end of the show, we can definitely check out Offspring. Like I said, for Kalila, make sure you follow the Music Mondays homepage, and we'll be happy to review your track next week. So, Offspring submitted their art museum on walkingonslaughtshub.com, and the caption reads, "Let's switch it up a bit." Now, if you don't know who Offspring Mysterious is, this is a multi-talented artist between production, instrumentals, filming, editing, like samples, so many things that Offspring has shown off to not only the podcast but really done this year. You know what I mean? Offspring is an artist that, if you're gonna take anything from them, and I'll say this every time, every fucking time I'll say it, it's the work ethic. Offspring really was the definition of early DIY shit, and was an artist that was like, okay, like this guy really puts in fucking work, and it's really, really awesome to see. So recently we reviewed their YouTube series, their YouTube edits, their production, and this takes me back because this is one of the first things we've ever reviewed and looked at for Offspring Mysterious. The very first thing. So this is really, really cool. Welcome to my art museum. Here you see all my artwork I've created in the past, present, and future releases. Artwork you see here from the beginning of my career all the way until now. Oh shit. Oh shit. So we're about to go on a little tour. Okay. This we'll call Beats mode. Yeah, this is tough. That is fucking tough. New Sound Express. I still remember the glory days when it was me. Levels, of course, the homie Chaz who created the idea of New Sound Express. One day I'll give you a breakdown of how it came about. Yeah. No flash photography, please. Let's get it, Offspring. This is tough too. I've always been a fan of Offspring's collab styles when it comes to different forms of media. You know, like IRL media and then other forms of media. Journey to Greatness. This is definitely one we've might have seen in some Walking on Slots episodes. Give a respect, reserve my accomplice, thought it can't reach it, made it possible. This is my journey. Welcome my journey to greatness. This is tough. This is really, really tough. Yeah. This has that like oil kind of feeling to it. Definitely solid. And you have the a patented Offspring of fashion. Goofy side. Don't let this demeanor fool you. You may think he's serious all the time, but believe it or not, he's actually the goofiest one in the group. I mean, come on. How else how Offspring was made? Yo. Simple but effective. I like the almost analog look in this one. Deeper feeling. Ever since the year of 2020 hit, I've been having this deeper meaning with my art. Like I can envision myself in these stories I make up. Sometimes I have dreams about them. It feels like I've been deeper in my bag lately. I don't know what it is, but I love it. No cap. That is such a great like sign of like creativity and like really pushing your art limits. That's dope. That's fucking dope. Your head will be an Onslaught's collection, Evil Side. Black and white, a minimalist feel. This is tough. This is really tough. Onslaught's Reign of Terror. Yeah, this reminds me of like those old style hip hop covers for sure, for sure. Walking Onslaught's Adventures. I love the color palette. Offspring with the bitches. That's too funny. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Special delivery. Pretty sure we've seen this in Walking on Slots as well. Forbidden Love. Yup, we've seen this one. Just because I'm an artist doesn't mean I don't get hoes. Let them know, Offspring. Fire for real. I agree. Such a like standard, unique style we have here too. This one's tough. This one's really tough actually. I like the crop. Crop is well done. Another like gritty, almost analog style. Sended Lust. Tough. Oh, and this one's got a great description too. Let's see what we got for the latest. 6 thoughts. Oh, we check out some high grade blog posts from you later on. Truth is creating around really creating get my own personal site now. Let's get it, Tiffany. Let's go. Lots of love on there. Lots of love on there. Opposite bonds. Yes. Slow motion juke. Oh, this one's crazy. This one is crazy. Superstar prayer. Yep. Charging truck. Sideline drive. Lots of like really good sports oriented ones. Vader Destiny. And like, man, so much of this ties into Walking Onslaughts and like so much of the Offspring YouTube content. This is some real fucking backlore right here, bro. Like, holy shit. And there's like a whole series of these too. Man. Yeah, oh, what? What? Yo. This right here. This. If there was like any picture to represent Offspring as an artist, this is peak Offspring right here. Some funny wacky adventures. You gotta sit down, turn in the chakra, set the tone for a day. Who knows the opportunities heading your way? This is tough. That's real tough. Lots of great TV shots. This is a good city shot. What the fuck? This is good. New York. Okay. Lots of little New York love here. City of Harmony. Okay. Okay. This one has more of like a regular art style. I like this. Got some better TV head cover arts on the way. Oh, I'm fucking down, Offspring. I'm fucking down for that. Oh, not these shares, man. Maximum relaxation. That's perfect. I love the theme as far as the cover being faded in the background. I'm a huge fan of that. Oh wow. Blue Moon is fucking tough. The blue moon in the back. Yeah, this is real tough. This is real fucking tough. But yeah, as you can tell, the blur in the background is like such a nice touch, and you're able to like title your pieces and things like that. This is like a really great example of like, you know, like really bringing your art some sort of like sort of like a patented standard, like where you just know, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that's some Offspring art. Wait till you see. Oh shit, Offspring, bro. Oh shit. Yeah, like it's more of like an identity, you know? You're like, oh yeah, like this is that dope Offspring art. Style is everything with this. Style is fucking great. Look at this crop. This crop is awesome. The fuck? That is dope. Thanks to COVID, Offspring going in. Oh, what? Vampire Night? That might be my favorite one. What the fuck? Christmas stamp. Okay, this is hard. This is definitely hard. Holy shit. Hand in God, this one's good too. This one's really good. Yeah, I like this one a lot actually. Telepathical sunlight. Deterioration leaf. The color palette on this is a fucking one. Oh, this is tough. Crop's hilarious on that one. That one's good. Walking Onslaughts, man. Man, aesthetical nature. The color palette on this is great. Purple and pink is awesome. Wow. You can see the progression and like almost like the inspiration for like the later pieces. Let's fucking go, Offspring, man. Let's fucking go. Wow, we need a lot more of that. That's great. See, Offspring is really stepping up the game between the TikToks, the homepage. Offspring is really putting out a lot of fucking content, man. And I'm sure Offspring is taking commission. So if anybody looking for, interesting cover art who wants to work with Offspring, make sure you go check out Offspring, man. Lots of great content over there, whether it be their YouTube content, their website. This alone right here really took me back. This is the first thing that I remember Offspring submitted. This is the very first thing, and we checked out their homepage, and I was so impressed. You know what I mean, with what's going on, and really like what their projects are. And then as we kept going, we went through the Walking Onslaught series. We went through their YouTube series. We saw so many edits and their instrumentals, and it really like took me for a ride, because I was like, yo, Offspring puts in a lot of fucking work for what they do. So let's fucking get it, Offspring. That was a pleasure. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Come on. That took me back, man. Offspring is an extremely talented artist, and make sure you go check out some of their content, whether it be their YouTube channel, their instrumentals. Go check out their homepage with all their art, their short stories, their blogs. Go check this out. Offspring is one of the most unique artists we've had here on Music Mondays, and is always a pleasure to check out their work and what they have going on. And of course, per usual, make sure you follow Offspring Mysterious on Twitter at Beats Mode. 4 followers away from 860. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, as you guys know, we're pushing to 70 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe to Music Monday's YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff over there on the channel, man. So make sure you go show these artists some love, and make sure you go show our channel some love. Let's fucking get it, chat. What a show, man. What a show. You guys absolutely fucking crushed it this week, bro. Absolutely crushed it. Like, fuck me. God damn it, man. You guys, Jesus. Let's go. We love that, bro. We love that. What an excellent show. What a fucking excellent show. Wow, man. Shout out to everybody who submitted this week. You guys were awesome. Of course, per usual, submissions open every Tuesday. So if you're interested in getting on the show, getting your art, vocals, instrumentals, anything reacted and reviewed on the Music Mondays podcast, feel free to follow us on all socials at All Music Mondays. This is episode 84, man. This was a fucking great one. This is our last show before Cyberfest. I'm excited. We got a big week ahead of us for Music Mondays. Cyberfest trailer dropping this week. Lots of really dope stuff. Make sure you're following this Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/zonplays. Make sure you join the Music Mondays Discord if you're interested in getting involved in the show and attending. Let's go, chat. Let's fucking go. This was quite the episode. We have a decent amount of subjects to go over next week. We'll talk about how Cyberfest went. And like I said, if you're interested in getting anything reviewed and reacted to and hosted on the Music Mondays podcast, feel free to follow us on all socials at All Music Mondays. And make sure you submit your motherfucking tracks, baby. You got 6 days. Let's get it. Like, you guys know what's up, man. So, I still have a few things to get done for Cyberfest. We're pretty much almost done and ready to go. So, like I said, if you're interested in getting involved in attending Cyberfest, make sure you join the Music Mondays Discord, or make sure you follow this Twitch channel, because we'll be live here as well as in the Music Mondays Discord. Huge shout out to everybody that submitted and came through and showed love tonight, man. Huge shout out to Bromo, King Mark, Bloodcat, Wound Control, Kale, Dread, Ryuki, Mark, I already said Mark, Offspring, anybody else who lurked and chilled. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the love on the channel. Thank you so much for the love on Music Mondays in general, man. I appreciate it. The staff appreciates it. I hope you guys enjoy Cyberfest. We're gonna have a really, really good week. I noticed we gained a sub, but Twitch did not notify me. Notifications are broken. So if you did sub tonight, huge shout out to whoever that was, man. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, whoever that was. You know I appreciate it. And that is the #1 way to support the Music Mondays podcast. We'll never take payments for submissions. We don't take payments for articles. You can't buy anything from us. If you want to support the channel and help us reach our goals and help us put on more events for the underground, feel free to sub to this Twitch channel. Feel free to stream us on Spotify. You can even donate, but we'll never take your money for any submissions, any interviews, anything like that. That's not how Music Mondays rolls. I spoke about that a lot on the show, but you can find more about that on our YouTube. A couple good uploads where I really go into detail about paid submissions. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and showing love. I appreciate it, truly. Let's get it, Ryuki. All right, so I'll see you guys next week for episode 85. It'll be our first episode since Cyberfest, so that'll be actually really, really fucking dope. Really, really fucking dope. So thank you guys for coming through, showing love. I'll see you guys next week for episode 85. Cyberfest is this Friday, September 2nd. Let's get it, chat. Be safe. I love you guys, and take care.